else, which is allowing us to be great in the offense. So, we just let the game come to us, and we play the game however it comes.
What do you think that's taught him? It's the first time the team's kind of done unconventional stuff to him. What do you think that's taught him?
I mean, probably a little patience, because I know it gets frustrating at times as a receiver. I mean, you want to get the ball, you want to get involved, and there's a patience element to it where you kind of just got to let the game come to you. And again, sometimes he'll be the focus. Sometimes it might be another guy, and you just never know when your number's going to be called. I mean, there was a game, I can't even remember what game it was, where he didn't really have many touches in the first half, and it wasn't his doing. It was just the coverage wasn't dictating it. And then we come out in the second half, and he had 3-4 catches, and at the end of the game he probably finished with 5 catches at the end. So you just let the game come to you and just keep playing.
What's his attitude been like?
It's been great. I mean, he's been trying to do any and everything. He loves being out there, special teams. He's been lobbying to play every position on the field, literally. So, I think he's having fun with it, and there's a sense of urgency for him. Obviously this is his last go-around, so he's doing everything that we're asking him to do.
Do you kind of invite that type of coverage because it opens up other things, or would you rather teams play straight up so that you can spread the ball out a little bit more evenly to the guys?
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't dictate or determine what other teams are going to do. So they're going to do what they're going to do, and we'll welcome the challenge. And at the end of the day, if they're playing certain coverages, and I always tell them it's a compliment to the group and how they play as a group. That teams feel that maybe they have to do that. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a team game, and we're one of 11 within the offense. So individually, we're all going to just try to do our job and do whatever's called of us.
Would you see Alamin wrong, or what did he do right, especially in this past game? It seemed like he's all over.
I mean, he made his plays when they were, when they were dialed up. At the end of the day, I mean, there's no secret sauce, no secret science to it. I mean, at the end of the day, again, the coverage is going to dictate where the ball goes. So, if they do this, we're going to do that. If they do that, we're going to do this. Like, as simple as that. So, I mean, Amaral was in his spots at the right time, and he made his plays.
Is that a bit of change in philosophy from the previous offense, where you guys would motion guys to try to get them some favorable matchups and stuff, whereas now it's more, instead of trying to dictate it as much on the offensive side, you're taking
I don't think motion necessarily in the past was to try to get matchups. I think motion in the past was to help the quarterback maybe see the coverage, or help the receiver see the coverage, or whatever it may be. I mean, or soften up the coverage. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why people motion. I don't think it was to, again, we don't dictate what people do. We can't. I mean, they play their stuff and we play our stuff, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So, we're out here and we're going to do our job the best of our ability.
Motion is something you guys haven't done too much of this year, but you did a little bit more of it in the Notre Dame game. What kind of went into that game plan to use motion a little more?
I mean, we motion, every game, but I mean, again, it's a number of factors. I mean, sometimes it's for the quarterback. Sometimes it's window dressing. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons why people motion. And again, it's not like, we're not inventing anything new with the motion. I mean, that's why people do it.
Kyle Ford continues to work his way back. Is there a scenario where he gets on the field this year and is producing for you guys?
Yeah, he's been having a great week already. I was just talking to him about it and how proud I am of him, of how he's been working and progressing and playing, and he looks great. I think a lot of times, coming off of injuries, and especially one like that, sometimes it takes a little minute to kind of feel back to yourself. And I think every day he comes out here and he's working against our DBs and against our defense. I mean, he's gaining more and more confidence, and he's getting a step closer to being able to get out there. So we'll figure it out when it comes, and I don't know how to, predict or say, when he's going to get called upon, but I'll tell you this, that he's preparing like he's going to play, and that's the only thing you can ask of a player. So it's prepare for your opportunity whenever it comes.
How does he look physically right now? Do you?
Great. Shoot, I wish I looked like that as a player, but he looks good. He's strong. You know, he was joking with me a little while ago because we were messing around in a blocking drill, and he had to kind of throw me a little bit, but you know, he's doing well. You know, he really takes care of his body, you know, physically, and of course he's taking care of his knee and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's doing everything we asked of him.
How about Brew? You know, where's he at as far as, you know, being able to learn the offense and do different things when he's not been able to be out here?
Brew is very, very smart. So the times that, you know, that he's been around, I mean, he knows the offense. Now, just like I told Kyle, just like I tell all the other guys that are coming back from stuff, you know, when you come out here and you actually have to be lined up and get the play, you know, going in a couple seconds, I mean, it's gonna be a little different. But I mean, they have a good base, good foundation of the offense, and he understands it. He's been around long enough. He sits in meetings, and he's a very smart kid. So, you know, I think, you know, whenever he gets out here as well, there'll be a process of learning and growing. But I think he has a great foundation because of just how smart he is.
And is there anything Bayless can do to earn some extra reps?
He's another one, man, that's been coming out every week, preparing just, you know, for his opportunity, because you just never know when it's going to come. So, you know, we look forward to getting him involved. You know, he's been doing everything we asked. He's had a great attitude about it. He has a great skill set to him. So, you know, we'll look forward to him. And, I mean, again, you know, you can't ask anything other than what, you know, what he's been doing. So he's had a great attitude, been playing on teams and stuff like that, and he's ready to go.
What is it about Amon-Ra's skill set that maybe makes him a good fit in the slot?
I mean, he's savvy, he's smart, he's strong. He has a good feel. You know, he understands how to set up guys. He understands coverages. He understands where the voids are. But that's I mean, he's just a good football player. So whether it's inside or outside, I don't think it's really one or the other. But, you know, we've been using him primarily on the inside. But, you know, he just has a good feel as a football player. And you know, shoot, it might be because he comes from a great high school program, and, you know, it's a credit to him as a player and maybe where he's been.
Is there a thought to moving those guys around at all? I know you mentioned he's primarily played in the slot, but he could play elsewhere.
Yeah.
Could those guys
move around.
all sort of move
Oh, yeah,
interchangeably?
for sure, no doubt. We can move them whenever and wherever. So, you know.
Keary, in 2001, you guys, I don't want to say a similar season to what you guys are having right now, but you were playing good football, but you weren't winning football games. You know, what finally got you guys over the top?
I mean, you know, you just have to stick to it and finish games. I mean, I know that was the mindset and the motto for that season, was just to finish, and you know, once it comes, you know. And I think our guys are doing everything right. They're preparing the right way. You know, they just have to continue to just work and trust that it's going to happen, and believe that it's going to happen, and you know, we'll definitely get it done.
Let's do one more here.
Was there a sense? It seems like in talking, the guys are pissed off when you lose football games. Was that kind of part of the sentiment when it was back in 2001? You guys were gradually getting pissed off, and does that propel you at all, or am I overthinking this?
Yeah, I mean, there's a disappointment to losing. I mean, I don't care if you lose by 1 or you lose by 20. You know, there's some disappointment in losing, but you know, at the end of the day, execution is what's going to help you win a football game, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's about, and whether you're pissed off or not, you still got to execute. So, you know, I think it's an execution-based game, and, you know, and that's what's going to help us get it done.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Kevin.